Hello everyone, Dr. Mark here with you again, and today I wanted to discuss some home treatments for a pretty unusual problem in most dogs, canine acne. Acne is a condition characterized by swollen and infected hair follicles in dogs and humans alike. Acne usually develops on the chin of dogs, and although it does not cause any social embarrassment, I have seen a lot of dogs with infected acne. Young pugs and adolescent Rottweilers are a few of the dogs affected, and although they do not spend too much time in front of the mirror, their owners usually notice the acne and want to do something to relieve their dog's suffering. We also see it a lot on dogs with short hair chins like Dobermans, Boxers, Great Danes, and German short-haired pointers. In some dogs, it can become crusty and itchy, but it is usually easy to clear up with a combination of time and traditional medicine. If it does not, there might be another cause, like a demodectic mange infection, ringworm, or an allergy. Trying to clear this up at home is fine. It is not an emergency, and if your dog does not get better, you can try something different and it will clear up eventually. If you want to take your dog to the vet right away, the diagnosis and treatment are pretty simple. It will cost more, but clearing it up should be a fairly straightforward process. If this is not a health problem you can afford to spend on at the moment, I will provide a few alternatives that you can try at home. The first thing to do is just clean it up at home. Cleaning your dog's chin is the first and most important step in treating their acne. It is also the easiest step, although it will take a little bit of time each day. The first step is you need to take a warm wash rag and hold it on your pet's face for a few minutes. I warm the rag in the microwave for 10 or 20 seconds, and it should be warm but not so hot that you cannot hold it on your skin. The second step is to remove the rag, then after that use a mild soap to clean the moist pus off the chin. Remove the warm rag after about 3 or 4 minutes and use regular face soap to remove all of the pus. If you take your dog to the vet at this point, most veterinarians are going to recommend washing the face with benzoyl peroxide and the application of antibiotic cream. Antibiotic creams are usually more harsh than the original problem, and since there are more cases of antibiotic resistance now, the alternatives are better. The natural cures for acne I prefer include aloe vera gel, which can be applied to the chin after washing with soap and water. Aloe vera has been used for a few thousand years for this in people. Besides reducing the bacteria, it also controls any fungal infections and cools the skin. You can purchase the gel or keep an aloe vera plant and just break off a small portion to use each day. As long as you do not rub the skin of the plant on your dog's skin, he or she will be fine. The latex will cause diarrhea if the dog licks it off, but if you just use that clear gel from the inside of the plant it is safe, or just buy the gel from a drugstore. The aloe plant grows back and applied without the latex. It is easy, safe, and cheaper than buying antibiotics in a tube. Another option to the antibiotic cream is a herbal tea made out of nettle leaves. You will probably have to buy the leaves from a human herbal store and prepare the medication at home, so it is more of a headache than the aloe vera gel and does not work that much better that I can justify the time making it up. The third alternative is coconut oil. It is as easy to use as aloe vera gel and also has some antibiotic properties, so if your dog's acne is not clearing up in a few weeks, it is fine to try this alternative. All dogs with a skin condition will benefit from a whole food diet. If the acne is severe, get a second opinion on this, because any acne is going to look severe to a concerned owner. Some herbs like cat's claw might help, but what is best is to give your dog whole antioxidants, blueberries, raspberries, and apple slices, probiotics like kefir or fresh whole yogurt, and omega-3 fatty acids like canned sardines or fish oil. None of the herbal immune stimulants I have listed have scientific studies behind them to prove their effectiveness, and since they are not backed by large pharmaceutical companies, they never will. The aloe vera plant has been used for a long time by several indigenous peoples, and it does work. What if my dog's acne does not go away? If the alternative therapies do not work, you will need to look into other causes of your dog's acne. If it smells bad and has a lot of pus, it could actually be a case of demodectic mange. This used to be a death sentence for many dogs when they developed this type of mange, but it can now be treated with flea medications like Brevetco, ivermectin, and the chemical dips for mange. Some dogs will eventually be needed to be treated with antibiotics if the skin is infected, so your safest bet is to clear this up with your vet if the acne does not clear up quickly. When your vet scrapes the skin, it will reveal the little cigar-shaped Demodex mites. If it does not improve but does not grow worse, it may be irritation from an allergy to a food bowl or another contact allergy like to the grass. You can try putting your dog under a black light, and the vet may end up pulling a few hairs to culture for ringworm. If nothing else works, you can try to culture the chin and put the dog on a long course, maybe 8 weeks, of antibiotics. This is not usually necessary. What happens if you just ignore it? Usually, not much. You will not have to worry about your dog complaining about her social life, but she might take her pus-covered chin and rub it all over your couch. Thanks for watching. If you are dealing with a case of acne in dogs and have any questions that weren't answered in the video, just leave me a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. You can also leave me a question at my Ask a Vet column at yourpetsathome.com. If the info in this video was helpful, give it a like so that YouTube will share it with more viewers. If you enjoy learning more about dogs, you can follow my channel and YouTube will send you new videos on nutrition, health, and some videos just about caring for our dogs.